Welcome to Davi Toons Club. In today's tutorial, we're gonna draw Wario, one of the most recognizable characters from the Super Mario universe. We'll keep this drawing simple, fun, and inspired by his classic design. So grab your pencil and let's draw together. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. It really helps the channel grow and shows us that you're enjoying these tutorials. All right, let's start by working on his face, including his big nose, bushy eyebrows, and that unmistakable zigzag mustache. Did you know that Wario made his debut in 1992? He first appeared in Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins for the original Game Boy, where he was the main antagonist and final boss. Wario was originally created as Mario's arch-rival. Nintendo's official character page still describes him as Mario's self-professed arch-rival, and his personality was designed to contrast strongly with Mario's. Wario's design was created by Hiroji Kiyotake, who also worked on the creation of Samus Aran from the Metroid series. Pretty cool connection between two very different Nintendo characters. Wario's original design was intentionally made much more exaggerated than Mario's. His appearance and personality were developed as a kind of distorted counterpart to Mario, helping him stand out as a very different character. And honestly, that giant mustache definitely helps. There's a little wordplay hidden in his name. Wario is commonly explained as a combination of Mario and the Japanese word warui, meaning bad or evil. Pretty fitting for his original role, right? Wario didn't stay a villain for very long. After his debut as an antagonist, he became the playable star of Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, beginning his own series of adventures. So in many of his own games, Wario is better described as an anti-hero rather than a traditional villain. And that was just the beginning of Wario's solo career. He eventually became the star of the WarioWare series, where he runs his own company, WarioWare Inc., creating those wonderfully chaotic microgames. Oh, if you're enjoying this tutorial, don't forget to leave a like and share this video with your friends who love the Super Mario universe. And if you want to draw even more characters, check out our Super Mario playlist by clicking the card above. There are plenty of characters waiting for you there. And which Super Mario character should we draw next? Let me know in the comments. And one more thing. Later this week, we're also going to draw Wario in our fun rubber hose and retro cartoon style. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. Wario's traditional hat has been part of his design since his very first appearance. The famous yellow cap with the blue W became one of his most recognizable visual trademarks. And honestly, even though he always looks like he's planning something mischievous, our Wario is looking pretty awesome already, isn't he? Moving down to the body, we can block in his yellow shirt and those famous purple overalls. We're keeping the shapes nice and simple here, so don't worry about making every little detail perfect. The goal is to capture the character's personality while keeping the drawing fun and approachable. Since his design has many big, rounded shapes, we can keep the construction simple and focus on getting those proportions right. And remember, if any part of the drawing gets a little tricky, feel free to pause the video and take your time before moving on. There's no need to rush. Wario has had more than one signature outfit. In the WarioWare series, he is especially known for his biker outfit, while his classic yellow hat and purple overalls remain strongly associated with his traditional look. Now let's add his big arms, gloves, shoes, and the remaining details. And remember, simplifying a drawing doesn't mean losing its personality. We can keep the major shapes and recognizable details while avoiding unnecessary complexity. Wario has also appeared far beyond his own games. Over the years, he has become a regular character in many Nintendo spin-offs, including the Mario Sports and Party games, as well as the Super Smash Bros. Series. And here are a few tips for when you start coloring. For the main colors, we're using bright yellow for his shirt and hat, rich purple for the overalls, green for his shoes, and a warm pink tone for his skin. For the shading, we can use slightly darker versions of each color to add depth, especially around the folds of his clothes and underneath the arms and body. And for the white areas, like his gloves and buttons, we chose a very soft lilac tint for the shadows. It gives the white parts a little more depth while matching the rest of the palette. But a light gray would work beautifully too. Of course, feel free to use any colors you like and make your Wario your own. And here's our Wario. Big and tough, full of attitude, and ready to cause trouble for Mario and his gang. I hope you had fun and were inspired. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye!